Hello, everyone. Nick here with an update on Green Valley Radio and our work towards a public relaunch in 2026. First of all, I have all recordings I need to finish our summer broadcast. The news is finished, the music is set, and my current task is building out the sound effects for our Railmen and Gardeners story, as well as our fashion pieces. I hope to have our summer 1945 broadcast up and running on our live stream by this weekend. Then I can finish up the still unfinished Val and Sal episode and begin researching news for our autumn 1945 broadcast. Most of my radio time has been dedicated to developing the new radio widget, as well as a new website that will host it, and that is what I'm excited to share with you today. It's taken some time to get the prototype going, but we finally have something that shows more or less what we're building for our public relaunch. If you go to greenvalleyradio.net and log in, you will now find a link at the top to an obscure website. It's just linked there. This is the radio widget, and we will be updating it over the next month or two as we bring this concept to life. But better than talking about it, let's just take a look at it together. Here we are on greenvalleyradio.net. And again, if you need that password, just feel free to reach out to me via email, or if you have my number, just give me a text if you need the password to access this. Again, it is a private project until we are public again. But let's take a click at that Try Our Radio Widget link, and that brings us right here to a very early version of the radio widget and the environment around it. Our artist, Aya Stone, is building out the radio and the environment around it in Blender, and then we'll layer the objects with her original artwork. So you're seeing kind of an early mix of both of those, and as iterations go forward, you're going to see more and more of an original aesthetic kind of take on. And our developer, Andrew Thompson, is using the magic of computer science to bring the radio to life. And I'm working alongside him as we build a virtual private server to host this project. As you can see, the radio has three features. Number one, on the far right, is an on-off feature. We'll turn this on. And when turned on, the radio is automatically set to the full live stream of all of our content. So that's all of it. That's 1941 up to where we're at right now, and that live stream will continue to be built on all of it. So that way, anytime anybody logs in, it could be anytime, and they can be it's kind of like a random thing. You don't know when you're going to pop into the live stream. The second button is to the left of that on-off, and that's, of course, going to be a volume button. And we don't have that functioning yet, but we will be having that functioning soon. And then to the far left is the most important button of the three, our tuner knob, which is going to allow you to essentially time travel through our project. And eventually you'll be able to move between all of them, but for now we just have two set up, our live stream and then our 1941 live stream. And so basically that's the widget. Below the widget will be a indicator of what broadcast you're listening to, what song, title, and artist you're listening to. So this is going to be even more immersive than and informative than our previous iterations as a podcast or as YouTube videos. And so just to show it one more time, here's a tune switch. And we'll switch it on back. So there it is. That's the radio widget, and that's what we're excited to be working on in our free time. Now that you've seen an early visualization of this radio widget, I'm going to share the exciting news that we have around $800 secured in investments from myself and others on the team. We need $1,000 to pay Andy and Aya for their work on this widget. If you are one of the people reserving a certificate of interest, thank you. If you're one of the people still considering it, I hope that this radio widget demo gives you some excitement and confidence about what we are building and hoping to release publicly in 2026. Additionally, beyond the $1,000 that we need to pay Aya and Andy to develop this radio widget, we actually need a total of $5,000. And you can refer back to our previous update videos or the business plan if you have it. And if you'd like it, I can send it to you. But you can look at the breakdown on where all that money's going, largely for the licenses required to allow us to publicly stream the music we want. And I am beginning to reach out to potential investors outside of our team and hope to have most, if not all, of the certificates of interest reserved by the end of September. That's about it for this update. Except for one exciting thing, that the 1945 Thanksgiving gift ornaments are finished, nearly finished. They should be delivered to me in the next couple of weeks, and I plan to send them all to you in October. Thank you, as always, for being a part of Green Valley Radio. This is a really neat project, and we're getting close to being able to share it in the way that it was meant to be shared, in a way where people truly can immerse themselves in history. So thank you, and stay tuned for another update in the coming weeks. Bye for now.